Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I am going to teach how to make the Spring Boot CRUD application. Here there are many students who ask me to do the CRUD application in Spring Boot, so that I have started the Spring Boot today. So let me see the demo. Here this is a simple CRUD application. So here if you want to, this is the newly created record, student ID, student name, course fee. There will be the two choices, edit and delete. Now if you are going to add the new record, click the link add new. Here I am going to add the new student as James. Course I am going to enter as ASP. Fee I am going to enter as 15,000. Hit save button. This record should be James. This is the course fee should be created successfully. Now I am going to go to add a new record. It's a Peter. Course I am going to enter as PHP. Fee I am going to enter as 25,000. Right. Hit save button. Newly created record as a Peter. Course PHP. Fee 25,000. It created successfully. Now if you want to edit or delete the record, there will be two choices, two options. Now if you want to edit the record, click the record which you want to edit. Right. Now I am going to edit the record as Peter. Click the edit button. Now I am going to go to change the fee as a 35,000. Change as 35,000. Hit save button again. Now the fee has been changed as fee has been changed as 35,000 successfully. Right. This very simple CRUD. This is the way you have to efficient to do the CRUD system and Spring Boot application. Now if you want to delete the record, click the delete button, which record you want to be deleted. Right. So if you click delete button, the selected record has been deleted. Okay. This is a simple system how to make step by step in Spring Boot. We'll see. First up, you have to download the Eclipse for Java web developers. Okay. Now here I have already downloaded. If you just go to the here you have to search Eclipse for enterprise Java developer. Right. You have to download the package. Right. Okay. Download and install your machine. Eclipse I recommend for doing the Java Spring Boot application. If you like, you will be able to download the IntelliJ. Right. This very good idea for developing the Spring Boot application. So after that, first what I am going to do is after you download and install your Eclipse ID in your machine, you can see here. After that, what I am going to go to the Google. You have to go to the Spring Initializer. Okay. Here we have to add the dependencies and create the project over here. Right. So when you go to the Spring Initializer, you have a choices. Okay. Maven, language Java. There are different languages. So you have to choose Java, Maven, project Maven. Here this is the Spring Boot. Spring Boot, there will be the snapshot. There are many versions are there. You don't select the snapshot because this is the beta version. This is like a beta version. So you have to type this. What is the default? They are recommended when you are visit their respective website of Spring Initializer. They are recommended for this version. You have to keep this one. After that, we have to give the project name over here. You have to type the project name. Right now, I am going to create the project name student CRUD. You can give any name over here. I just give the student name CRUD. Right. That's the only thing we need. After that, they asking for the version, Java version. What is the version you are installed in your machine? Java. Right. How to check? You just go to the command prompt. You just go to the Java version. Press enter key. Here this is the version I have installed, version Java 8. Right. So this is the version. This is the meaning of Java version. You have to write the command Java version. Right. You have to write the Java version 8. This is the version 8. Right. If you install 11, you will be able to download 11. Right. So I have installed Java 8. So I just select the version 8. After that, you have to download add the dependency. This is a must. Right. When you are creating the application, dependency is a must. What are the dependency you have to add here is click the add dependency. First you have to add the dependency web, select the Spring Web. Second dependency we have to select the JPA. This is the database. Right. This is a database. Okay. You have to manage with all the queries and all, database queries and all, JPA. After that you have to add the theme. So you have to write this one THY. This is a leaf. Right. This is a it's HTML. It's allowed to write the HTML to the browser, all the stuff managed by the theme. Right. After that we have to download the database which you are going to connect. Okay, so PostgreSQL or MySQL or whatever, MongoDB, whatever. I have using here MySQL, so I have to create this MySQL, right? Click on. This is the dependency you have to write. Okay, you have to add the dependency. Dependency is a must, right? Very easy to work with the dependency if you have to add that here, over here, right? After that, did all the stuff, you have to click generate button, right? Just click generate button, right? If you click on this one, your project has been created here. This is the project, right? You have created. After that, you have to open your Eclipse, and you have to open the Eclipse. What you are going to do is here, you already opened the Eclipse. I already opened over here. Now first go to the file, select the option import. Here you have to import, you have to select if you have to import, go to the import. There will be the folder called general folder. Inside the folder we have a project for this one. You have to select this one and click next. Here you have to archive this one, you have to select, click on this one. I have my download file is reside on the downloads folder, right? So I have to select my today. This is the one. You have to select the relevant one. Student cred, open it here, right? It's coming here. This is a Maven. This one you no needed. You have to just untick on this. I need only this one, right? So Maven, right? Okay, now click finish. If you finish it, your project as it's created. Now you can see the project over here. Student cred, where's the student? This one student. This is a newly created project here. It's very simple one created. You just expand the folder, you can see all the stuff here. Form XML. Here you have a dependencies. You have to add that this one should be must, okay? Spring Boot start JPA. This is, you have to check whether it is added success or not in the dependencies. After the theme, this dependencies added, web added, and the MySQL control, all the dependencies added successfully here over here. You have to check, okay, you have to double check with this one, right, before go to the project, right? This is very simple. Okay, after that what I am going to do is here, all the dependencies you have added. Now you have to add the packages. Okay, these are packages you have to add. The default you have to add the default here, this one, this file, this main method only default when you are executing the project. When the project is created, the main method only defaultly it's created. The default main method has been created. In Java, in core Java, you will be able to see the main method system static void main, the same main method created over here. It's defaultly created. Now first I am going to go to the model view controller part, MVC in Java, in Spring Boot. How to create the packages? There will be the efficient way to create it. First what I am going to do is here, I already had it here. I just show the step by step. Very simple. Right. First, you have to create the package. This one, right? I have to create the package. This is student cred. The student cred. I have explained. Wait a moment. I have to explain this. Student. This one is a package of student cred. Right. Student cred. Right. Okay. First, we have to add these packages. Right. We have to add Control-C copy this one. All the stuff Control-C copy. Right. You have to, this is the efficient way to, you have to create the model view, right? First you have to write the service, second controller, responsibility, after the domain, right? First we have the same package, Control-C to copy. I just copy this one. This is same name. Example, what is your project name? Student cred. This is a project name. Dot service. My project name service. My project name controller. My project name responsibility and domain, right? So first I am going to manage by the service part. So just Control-C to copy. The simple, if you write and put it this very simple way, you leave the spelling mistake. Okay, so here you click select the package. This is the src main.java. Right click, new package, Control-V to paste here. This is the first one. You have to click finish. It's added successfully here. Second added. After that, I am going to create another one, which is a controller part. So here we have to write second one is a controller. The same thing, the extra dot should be added. Okay, so Control-C to copy. You have to leave the extra dot. Okay, so here right click, new package, Control V to paste them. Student controller, click finish. After that I have to manage another one is a right click, new package. This time I am going to add with this one, right? This we have to remove this one. Okay, this no need one. Control C to copy, Control V to paste here. Finish. Right. After that we have to add by the another thing is this one. Okay, this one. Domain. This Control C to copy. This one Control C to copy. You have to add with the domain. Right click, new. This one, sorry, package. Control V to paste here. Domain. These are the packages we have to create. This is very important stuff. You have to follow by the step. This is an efficient way to do the program. It's an industrial experience. Okay. First one should be the service. Second one should be the controller. Third one should be the repository. Fourth one should be the domain. You have to follow the steps, right? Okay. These are things we have to write. Okay. Here we have a main method only. Okay. Right. This is a thing we have to do. Okay. Very simple. We have to follow the step. Right. After that, what I am going to do is here go back to our database, right? I have installed the XAMPP server in your machine. If you don't know what is XAMPP server, you just go to the Google and download XAMPP, right? XAMPP, this one, XAMPP, right? XAMPP you have to download, go to the Google and download and install your machine. You can install XAMPP, MAMO, XAMPP. There will be no problem. I recommend to download the XAMPP, right? I have installed and worked with the XAMPP. It's no problem. I have worked more than 5 years. It's not no problem. It's worked perfectly well. So I have, this is the XAMPP server I have installed in my machine. After install it, you just go to the localhost and dashboard. Here we have to write phmyadmin, right? Okay, this is the thing we have to write. Okay, we have done. Okay, here I already installed my Skype in my machine. That's why I have changed the port 8080. Okay, so here I have to. That's why the Spring Boot is defaultly run as this port. So I have using the 8080 this phmyadmin, so that I have change as a different port for running the Spring Boot application. That is not a problem. I will explain, right? So let's back to my project. Right, we have created all the stuff correctly. After that, we have to create the database. Okay, how to create the database? I don't want to explain on this tutorial. It's very simple stuff. You just go to the phmyadmin. You just click the new, and you will be able to create the database. Okay, I already created the database Linda School. After that, I have created the table. Inside the database, I have created the table. This table I have created over here. This is a simple table I have created. Very simple table created. These are the columns, right? ID, course and fee and student name. These are the columns I have created, right? You have to set the column frame. This is the simple things I have created. Okay. Now what I am going to do is here, let's go to the controller. First we have service, right? Service, right click, new. Here we have to write class student service. Service. Click finish. Here what I am going to do is here, first I have already added the service, right? This is service, right? Simple one. Here we are, first one we have to, this annotation is a must. It's Control C to copy, Control V to paste this annotation. So okay, I am not going to write the code step by step because it take too much of time to complete the okay. First service, you have the service. I starting the service. Your service annotation I have to write here. First we have to add this one. Click on this one. Import service, right? You have to add this one. The package also added successfully, Spring Framework. After that, we have to this one. We have to write this one, right? This also. You don't worry about all the codes I will provide in my website. Tutors Funny. Control C to copy. Control V to paste. Sorry, not this one. This all the code they are. This one include this one. Okay, all the stuff. Right, Control C to copy, Control V to paste here. This is the first step we have to write. Okay, repository we didn't create it yet. We have to create the one. So okay, auto this one we have to add the one, right? Import this one package. Okay, this one all the stuff it keep the error. Okay, here keep the error. We after we all the step this one created, it error go away. Okay, we have to create all the stuff. We have to add the stuff only. Okay, only. After that, what I am going to do is here, after complete the service, we have to do the controller part, right? Student controller, right click, new class. This one should be student controller. Student controller, click finish. Right, this is student controller. This is I have created by the student controller. Right, student controller also, first we have the annotation. We have to write the student controller. This controller. The annotation is a must. Control C to copy, Control V to paste it. First annotation. After add the annotation, click on this one, import controller. It is imported over here. Okay, this is a way you have to follow by the MVC architecture. After that, what I am going to do is here, you have to go here. This is simple. This one I have explained. Don't worry about that. I just Control C to copy and Control V to paste. Why this guy Control C to copy and paste it? Okay, if I do this one step by step, it's very long video. Okay, so it is so boring. You have to click on this one. First we import this one. Right, the service part. We already service part we have to add it. Okay, here import the service part. Student service are there. Here the service. Okay, click on this one. We have to add it here. Right, that's the things we have to do. Is added. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, this one keep there. After that we have to be all the stuff step by step we have to design. Okay, after the domain, repository, this one, right click, student, REPOSITO, right, this is the things, right. Okay, now here what I am going to say interface, right. So here the thing is the interface. This is student interface. You have to write correctly, then only you will be able to Control C to copy this one, Control V to paste here. This is the things. Okay, extends this all the stuff you have to Control C to copy, Control V to paste here. Okay, this one. Okay, this is the we have to make it as, click on this one. Okay, here we have to write the student class and everything. We didn't create any domain part, right? So we have to add the domain part over here. Okay, this error, keep this error. After add the domain, it will be go away. Class, this one should be student. This is student. This class has a properties, methods, all the stuff. Right. This is a very simple one. We have to write like this. Okay, student has a properties and methods. I am not going to copy all the stuff. It's just first entity. Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Here also I made the mistake. Here also I made the mistake. But the mistake here I made here is I didn't add the annotation. The annotation is a must. Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Okay, the annotation is must. Okay, this is very must. Click on this one, add the import. The annotation class we have to import it. The annotation is must, right? Okay, now let's go to the student.class. Okay, here this one also entity. This all the students should be the entity, right? Entity is a properties. Okay, it's indicated as a properties. You have to add it here. What are the entities we have? We have ID generated identity. This is by coding. ID, student name, course and fee. These are the Control C to copy, Control V to paste. These are the entities are there, right? This ID. So you have to add the import the ID. Generated the value. We have to add this all the stuff, right? Now what I am going, this also type also we have to add it again. Import the type. Okay, we have to add two things, right? Now here what I am going to, this is auto generated part. Is just simply you have to right click. Go to source. Here we have to first you have to add the super constructor. This is an empty constructor. You have to click on this one. Second we have to add the second one we have to going to add the source construct generate the constructor fields. So all the value we need for the constructor generated here. So generated here. The second constructor. This is the empty constructor. This is the parameters constructor. We need to add it. Okay. After that we have to add the get and set method. So source we have to add the getter and setter method, right? So we have to check it to all the stuff and generate it. Now we have to generate all the get and set method. This is all the stuff we have to make, right? This is a simple way you have to use. Okay, I have explained very simple way. This is the things we have to do. Now let's look at the another things. What happen is the repository. This one we have to click on this one. We already add the student class, right? Okay, this what is the problem. Right here we have to another thing is the student service. This is now we have to import the student. We have to all the stuff we have added. Second first one. This one also class also we have student class also we have added. Click on this one student the list. First we have to list one, second is a student. Import student class here, this one, this package. Just go away, this errors go away. This one should be the fill all, this not getting here. That's right. It's no problem. Another things, this error, this is over. Controller, right. Controller part, if you want to come to controller is the problem. First controller we have to add the packages. Okay, this one, click on this one, we have to select the import the models, right. This all the things we have to, they are the classes are there, appropriate classes. So it asks the classes, so that we have to just click and add the classes over here. This is a list mean, don't select here. This is the you have to this is available in the UT Java UT package. So then only it goes, right. The second one is student is available this package com example student create domain. It's inside the student trust domain. Okay, you have to add the domain here, student class. The properties, all those properties are there, so that you have to select you must select this package. You have to see that this packages are there or not, right. This is very simple. Here it's errors go away. Same thing, you have to go select on this one, mapping. This is a map, this mapping, the model at second one is method, right. All the stuff are there, right. You don't worry about, you just click and select the properties only here also. Okay, so all the stuff are there. Okay, don't worry about it, all the stuff are there, you just select the property only, all the stuff, right. This only things you have to print. If you are clear this one, you will be able to see other things also. Services, services, you have to compile the project and check. Select this one, student, and right click. You have to you have just compile. You have to all the stuff you have to compile, right. It is compiling other projects too. You have to select the projects. This problem is I didn't select the project, that's why. Okay, no problem. Okay. Right, this package. Just compile. Again, you select this one, this main class, select the main class and compile, right. Let's proceed. Right, things right, compile. This is the console. You see the console, the application fail. So don't worry about this things here, it will be happen. It's don't worry about, I will be correct it later. Okay, this is things, it will happen. So here what's the problem, the error, the classes, the method, responsibility. Okay, here we have to select this one. That's the problem is this. Click on add this one. It goes away. This one, second one. Now if you select this one, so all the students are there, right. Now if you select this one, other errors are gone. You can see here, so all the errors are gone. Now it's no error. Okay, now it's all this are clear. Okay, this is all clear. Okay, this one we have to coming from this class domain. Okay, this is the domain, right. This is the, okay, this is the things we have to add. Then only it will be cover this one. Okay, this is all the stuff are clear, right. Now it's only things we have to do. Very simple. You have to compile the application first, right. Very simple. We are compile all the stuff. How to compile? You just select on this one, this main method, right click and run Java. It's a main method. You have to run the main method because the main method is the proper. The project is sorry, main method. Where's the main method? Student, this is the main method. Main method, all the projects are compiled by the main method. This is the main method of the student credit application. Okay, this is simple one. Okay, after did the stuff, first I am going to go to the SRC main resources. Here we have a application properties are there. We have set later on this one. First I am going to go to add the two files, right. Index.html, new HTML, new. Others, go to the others. You have to search here HTML. You have to write a HTML format. Next, this one you have to select the file name. I am going to write index.html, index.html, index dot already there. Click finish. After that, I am going to create another project. Right click new, others, HTML. Next, this one should be new.html. This is the which name is new.html. Click finish. Right. That's it. Now HTML and new, right? Now first what I'm going to HTML, this one. I already done the stuff, the code part. Here the index.html, I just copy this one, all the codes. I explain it, don't worry about it. Control C copy, Control A to select this one, Control V paste here, right? Now here first, this is defaultly coming the HTML tags, right? This is the Bootstrap, right? Bootstrap, if you want to the Bootstrap, this all the styles. You just go to the Google and type Bootstrap CDN. You have to access the web. Bootstrap CDN. You just type Bootstrap CDN. You get all the Bootstrap path, right? Now here, this is the CSS file. This is the JS file. I have attached here the Bootstrap min.js. This is a JS file. This is a CS file. I have attached over here. That's why I have attached here. Right? This is a BS. Right? This is the code I have attached here. Okay, Bootstrap. Okay, this is the code I have attached here. After that, what I did here is we have to create the body. Right? Inside the body, we have to create the div. This div we have to close below. After that, we have to write this AD. We have to put the HR tag. The HR tag I have to write here. Spring Boot CRED application student registration. I have did so far over here. After that, we have to create the TR tag. TR tag is a table row. You have to create simply div. Sorry, this we don't need the TR tag over here. You just create like this. Okay, div align left. You have to write here. The thing here is this is the add new button. The add new button means this is add new button. It's add new button. Right? Add new button. This is a new. New mean I have another page new, right? I have to hit this new page. If you click that new button, add button, it goes to the new page. So you have to create the control new. Okay, here. Okay. Okay, here. After that, you have created the TR tag. We have to add the table. Okay, this is a table, right? Student ID, student name, course, fee, edit and delete. These are the headings of the table, right? You just go to the Google. How to get this table is you just go to the Google. You don't have to type anything else. You just write on the search bar Bootstrap table. You just write Bootstrap table. You will be able to get the there are various Bootstrap tables. You have to select one of them, right? There are many various tables are there, right? Here I have found the one here table just like this. Okay, I'm not here. In this website I have found the one. Here this the same one I have found. These are the codes are there. The simple code I have just copy and paste into my website, right? This is the thing, right? Table style, spread dark. This all the stuff I have paste here. Paste it here. This is the headings. We have to put it here, right? After that, in the thread we have to write the load at the from the database over here, right? This is things, right? This is the student list. All the stuff here list is a list of students we are loaded. Student ID, student name, student course, and this is a list of students. These are coming from the student class. The student class list of. These are the properties called ID, name, course, and fee. It's coming from student class mean we have already created the class student class here. These are the properties. ID, student name, course, and fee. Okay, these all the properties are here. Okay, this is the thing we have to write here. This is the button which is a edit button, delete button. We have a ID. ID means it's a unique ID. When you are edit or delete the record, we get the unique ID and particular student ID and it delete the record. You get the specific ID for delete or edit the record, right? Because the ID is a primary key. Okay. After that, what I am going to do is here, we will be doing the MVC part over here, right? When you click the new button, what happens is here, it goes to the controller, which controller is handled by the student controller new. It goes here. It goes and go to the model attribute student. Okay, it's a student. It's handled by the student. Okay, so it goes here. It's handled by the student. It's load all the student details, right? After that, it's a new button. Here the new page. new page, we have to create the new page over here. This is a new page, the same thing. I just copy and paste it. It's very simple. Control C to copy, Control A to select, Control V to paste here. Right, we have pasted it here. Now this is the simple form design. Here this I have attached the style sheets details. I have show you in my previous index.html how to attach this one, very simple one. After that we have to create the form design. This is div center, this is a new student creation, this is the form. This form design I have created, this form design, very simple design. Here we have a form, right? This is a form, this is the form fields, right? We have a fields are student name, course and fee. These are the fields are there. We have one button, submit button, right? Very simple one. We have to make it, right? Very simple. Okay. Now first what I am going to use here, when you enter student details, first we have to go here and click save button. What happens is, if you click save button, if you click this one, save button, what happens is go to the, this is the form action, the same form action, it goes to the action method, which is the student action method, right? It goes to student action method, which controller? Student controller. The student controller action method save, it goes to the student controller, where the method it is finding the this one. We are mapping, request mapping, save, right? It is this is the post request. It's all the values of post request. It's handling. It's get the, there will be the method we have there, save student. This student, we have to create all this student class. We have to create the object st. This is one, this is save method which is coming from here. Okay, service. It's get and save all the details and redirect to the home page. Home page means we have to put it this one. Home page means redirect to home page. It's an index page. It's redirected. That's the thing we have to do the things, right? That's a very simple way it is to. Okay. Okay. After that, this is the thing we have to do first, right? After that, it is loaded. So here, this is the things after add the things. We have to list all the student details. What is the record you added? This is list out all the stuff, and it is displaying here. So all the student details. It will be displaying, showing to my this page, right? Simple way here. You have to write Raja, course Java, fee 13,000. Click save button. It's here. You redirect to the home page. This to all the details. It should be showing here. Okay, this is a very simple way it's showing. After that, if you want to edit the record, click on the edit button. It goes the same form with the details. So I have added here the edit. If you click on the edit button, what happens is here. Here I have already done the stuff in my this one index.html here. The student. If you click on the edit button, it goes to the student ID here. The student. This is the edit method. This is the edit. It is goes here, right? Student with the ID, student method. So here we have to write the code for here. The actions. What is the ID you are coming from that page with the edit page. What is the ID you are selecting? It's coming here. It put it here. It's searching here. Relevant record should be shown on the page. Okay. And you have to, if you edit, it will be edited. Okay, it's coming here. If you delete the record, it do the same task over here. Okay, very simple. So after delete that, it redirect the page. Okay, this is all the stuff we are done by here. Very simple one. Do the, these are the thing. This is the meaning of the controller. Okay. Now another thing we have to write the application properties. So here we have to put in the database. I have forgotten this one. Control C to copy, Control V to paste here. This is the database. My database is reside on which we have. My database is reside on localhost. This is the port, localhost port. This is the Linda School, which is the name of the database. You have to put it. What is the database name? Linda is a database. You have to add service here. This is all the code I have to provide in my website. You don't worry about that. This is all the stuff you have to time zone. All the stuff you have to set it here. Very simple. After that, this is the false. This is the port. We have to port. We have to select it here. You will be able to select any port. I just select this port. You use the credential of the MySQL server. The root is a username. Password I have blank. I have set it here. After JPG, this one view false. This one also false. You have set it all. This is the thing you have to write. This is user credential of MySQL server. You have set all the stuff you have to correctly before run the application. Right. Now let's check whether this application work correct or not. Right. So we have to check. First, what I am going to select this student cred application. This one main method run this one, Java. Now you go to the console and check. This is the console. Here's this time I have an error of the port only. I just change the port here. How to change the port I will be explaining in my next tutorial. Okay. Now here we have to select the port here. 60 is already running there. Okay. You have to select otherwise 80, 60 like this. I just change the port. It's no problem. Or select and again we have to right click and run the file. Now there will be the. I hope there will be no error. We'll check console. This no error. You have to check the console over here. What's the error? If you are there, console. You have to check the Java console. There is no error. How to run the application? Go to the browser. You just type localhost your port. That's how we have to run the application. What is the port you are given here? 8060. So 8060. Press enter key. This is the error which is occurring here. HTTP internet server. Well, let's check what happened here. What was the problem solved for? Here I have put the HTML, the index.html and new.html. You have to put outside the template folder. That was the problem, right? Simple problem I had. So let's select them. Hold on the shift key down and select both index.html and new.html. Just move to the template folder. Templates folder. This template folder, right? It is moving. Now here it is moving successfully. Now let's run the application and check. You run the application student. This one. This is our application. You run it. You check and the console what happened. Right. Now let's run. Now we have to execute the program. Localhost. What is the port we are given? 8060. Press enter key. Now it's working successfully here. Now let's run. Now let's add the first one, right? So first I'm going to add the record, new record. It's working successfully now. Here I'm going to add a name, right? Raja. Course Photoshop. Fee 5000. Press save button. Record is added. If you click edit button, you will be able to edit the record. You will be able to delete the record. All the stuff are fine. Now I'm going to add another more. Ravi course Java fee 40,000. Click it, right. It is working successfully. It's very simple program. The problem here I have done here is earlier I have written HTML index.html and new.html outside the template folder. That's why it won't work, because I have installed the template which call is ty. That template is not recognized, so that the problem is appear, right? I hope you guys understood the things well. Don't worry about that. This all the source code I provide in my Tutors Funny website. You will be able to download it. Thank you for watching. If you like my channel, please subscribe me, like me. Thank you for watching.